How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm basically just going to be giving my thoughts on the theory that Sidney is going to be the killer in Scream 7. Now, you guys know my feeling on that theory. I don't like it. You guys know that I hate it. Um, I just think it looks bad, it looks stupid in a lot of ways. For me personally, a lot of people like that idea. A lot of people want to see her, be some kind of like ghost face killer and whatnot. But me, I don't really want to see that just because I don't know, it just wouldn't look right for me. You know, to me, the reason why it doesn't really make any sense is because she's the final girl and she's basically was on all the other movies, right? And she's basically like she was like a hero, right? But now all of a sudden, all these years, she's just gonna become a killer out of nowhere. That's why I don't think that makes sense. Now, a lot of people think that's what's really gonna happen. That she's gonna be end up being the Ghostface killer, in Scream 7, and I hope not. I just hope not, dude, because I just think that that's a slap to the face of Wes Craven and Sidney as a character, personally. I mean, I've been saying that I don't like that idea. There's a lot of people that do, but I don't like that idea at all. Like, I just think it ruins her character. Um, Now I could see like Sam possibly being a killer, but I don't see Sidney being the killer. There's just no way. Like a lot of people don't think it's gonna happen, anyways. I don't think it's gonna happen, and I hope it doesn't. Um, but that's what people have a lot of theories, that they love. They a lot of theories that they like, and that's the one theory that they really like. Like some people want Sydney to be the killer, and I don't really want to see that. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's like making Laurie Strode, um, Michael Myers for like no reason. You know what I mean? Like it just wouldn't make any sense. Um, but a lot of people have their own theories, I guess, on it, and a lot of people just think it's a good idea. But me personally, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a dumb idea because she's the final girl, and I feel like it ruins Wes Craven's reputation as well, because there's no way that Wes Craven would ever make Sidney the killer. Like no way. Like after all these movies that she has been in, you know, she's been a hero in every movie, right? She survived every film. But all of a sudden, just to make her the killer out of nowhere doesn't make any sense, to me. But a lot of people, I guess, hey, a lot of people enjoy that, theory. Even though I don't enjoy it, I guess a lot of people have a right to enjoy what they like. But me, I just, it just doesn't look right. It doesn't sit right with me. Like it just doesn't. Um, Now Sam, I think Sam makes the most sense to be the killer because she's kind of got like a dark side to her already. So I think that makes a lot more sense, even though I don't think it's gonna happen probably. Um, I just don't think that Sydney's gonna be the killer, dude. Like I just hope it does. I hope that's not the case because I think that would be a lot of people would be very upset, including me. Like a lot of people would probably walk out of the theater if that was the case. Like, uh, even if I don't like that idea, hey, there's a lot of people that enjoy that. A lot of people have a right to have their own opinion on stuff, but for me, I don't see that being a thing. I don't even see it being possible. To me, if I'm being honest with you, I don't. I hope not. Anyways, I hope. I hope that we don't get anything like that because that's one way to ruin a movie. Let's just make the final girl the killer, the Ghostface killer out of nowhere. Like that's one way to ruin a movie. So that's why I don't see it happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't want it to happen, but I don't really know what Radio Silence is really thinking. You know, the way they did Dewey, the way they killed him, gets me thinking that they're very capable, you know, of doing something stupid like that, like making her the killer or something. Or I had a fear that they were gonna, kill her off screen, in Scream 6, but I turned out to be, wrong. Which I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't kill her off screen, but I was worried about that. So now I'm kind of worried when people talk about this theory about her being like the killer and all that. I have even more worries now for Scream 7. Like, I feel like if they make her the killer, it's gonna be that's a way to ruin the movie. Like, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I think if she was the killer, she would have already killed. She would have already killed Mark. She would have already killed their kids already. Like, if she was a ghost-based killer, all of a sudden, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, because I don't think it makes any sense personally. I don't think after all these years, after all the events of all the Scream movies, that it makes sense just to out of nowhere make her the killer. Wes Craven maybe did have plans. I think that he was going to kill Sidney off in Scream 3, but he decided not to. He kept her alive. He wanted to keep her alive. But one thing that he would have never did is make Sidney the damn killer. That's one thing that he would have never did. So to me, I think that, it's a slap to the face, I think, to the character, as a whole. I don't think it makes any sense. Like, just out of nowhere, like, no explanation or anything. Just out of nowhere, just make her the killer, like, for no reason. Like, I just don't think it makes sense. Unless they had some kind of explanation, one way or another. If they had some kind of explanation, let's say like a Scream 5 or something, or in the other Scream films, then okay. Even though I still don't like that idea, just don't do it. Just don't do it all around. All right, just don't do it at all, because, like I was saying, it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right to me. A lot of people enjoy that idea. A lot of people want to see Mark as a killer. I don't really want to see Mark as a killer either. I'd much rather, Sidney and Mark be happy with each other. That's just personally what I think and what I want. Because Sidney has went through a lot in the other films. She already lost 2 husbands. Obviously, one husband was obviously was the killer, which is Billy. But then she lost, a second husband in Scream 2. So I feel like I think she deserves, more of a happy ending. I don't think she deserves to lose another husband or have another husband be a killer or anything like that. So I don't see that being the case. But just for the love of God, please just do not do that. Like, I don't want to see it. I understand that a lot of people want to see Sidney as a killer. They want to see her just because she wore the ghost face mask in Scream 1996. People want to see her as the killer for some reason. Like, I don't know why. Like, a lot of people, I guess, have their own, they have their own, opinions at the end of the day. But they like what they like, of course. Not everybody's going to like the same thing, but that's absolutely just ridiculous. I think that's probably the most ridiculous, like, theory I've ever heard. Probably, like, I think it's probably the dumbest theory I've ever heard. But let me know, as always, in the comments, what do you guys think about this theory? Do you guys think at all that Sidney is going to end up being the killer somehow? because there's a lot of theories saying that she could be Ghostface and all that, just because she didn't show any emotion when Dewey died and all that. I'm just like why? I understand people like what they like, but for me personally, I'm sorry, I can't get down with that. Like, I think it just looks stupid and dumb. That's just my opinion. But let me know in the comments as always, guys. What you guys think about the theory. Although I don't like it, hey man, other people do, and hey, I'm happy for them. But for me, I can't be down with that. Like, I just can't. I just think it ruins, Sidney as a character. I think it ruins her, her reputation. It ruins Wes Craven's reputation, in my opinion. Um, but let me know in the comments what you guys think, as always, and be sure to give me you guys' honest thoughts. Like, what do you guys really think, about this theory? Because I don't like this theory. That's personally me, but I'm sure there's a lot of you that do. So I just want to hear from you guys down in the comments. With that being said, y'all, see you in the next one. Peace out.